Hi guys, so yesterday I freaking did something amazing, no lie. So I started knitting, like literally just started, and I just kind of figured it out how to do charts on my own. Look at this, it's not the best, but I'm not a knitter, so this is pretty freaking good. I eventually want to do a cardigan or a sweater in knitting just because I like the tight stitches. Even though I know there's knitting machines that can do it actually even quicker for me, but there's no crocheting machine, which is kind of cool to know that. So, but I'm still gonna try and see, see if I can do both knitting and crocheting, which would be really fun, because then it'll open whole new doors for me. Anyway, so today I'm gonna undo this, but it's really easy, guys. I just did purl and knit, and that's all I did. And so today I want to make a bag with you guys, hopefully, but we're just gonna do a simple design. It's not gonna be those colors, it's just gonna be black with red hearts, kind of like how I made this bag. Let's just get started and see how it goes. I'm gonna put a camera overhead so you guys can also get like how to do it as well with me. So let's do it. Let's do it, guys. So first thing, I'm actually gonna use these really small needles because that's really what I have right now. So they're 4mm, but you can go up, obviously, any size. And we're gonna use our black yarn and our red yarn. It's gonna be pretty simple. So first thing, we're gonna cast on 50 chains. And so I'm just gonna grab my black yarn. So I don't know why I have two. Black yarn. And I'm gonna leave a long end because, and you'll see, for casting on, you have to leave a long end. So very long. So I need to cast 50 chains. So I'm gonna leave about this long of a yarn just to be safe. And so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a slip knot, just how you would make a slip knot for crocheting, just like that. And then we're going to put our needle through it, just tighten it a little bit. And we're gonna make an L shape. So this is very beginner friendly, guys, because I don't know how to knit, and I don't know if you know how to knit, but I don't know how to knit. So we're gonna put the yarn that's attached to our ball of yarn over our thumb and have the other yarn kind of the one that we left, just like this. So over your thumb, sorry, I don't know if you see it. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to go over the thumb and over that, and that's our one. So again, L shape, over and under. 3, I'm gonna do it a few more times, slow. You can also see other videos on YouTube that are pretty good at it. And as you get, as you practice, like I did yesterday, you get a little bit quicker. I'm not that quick, but. So here it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's do 40 more. Make sure the yarn is attached, that's on your thumb, is attached to the ball of yarn, not the other way around. And just keep chaining it. So see, we're at 27 and we're already using a lot of this. 27, 28, 29, and 30. So 20 more. 49 and 50. Yay! So here is our, so this is a very long strand of yarn, but here's our 50 chains, and that's how wide I think I want my bag to be. Well, we'll start with this just because it's my first time making this bag or even knitting anything like this. So let's try it. So first row is gonna be pretty simple. So we're gonna leave the tail. Make sure you're just using the yarn from the bowl. I'm just gonna untangle some. And so our first row, we're just gonna knit. So there's 2 stitches you need to know, knitting and purling, which I just learned. So our first chain, I will grab the back loop just so it's not in the way, or it's a little bit more secure. So we're gonna go through it kind of towards the back. So instead of going in the front, which is purling, we're gonna knit. And then I'm just gonna grab, it takes a little practice, and then pull off. So here's our one loop. And I'm just gonna put the tail to the side. It's pretty long. I should cut it maybe. Okay, so now we have our working yarn just attached to the yarn. And so I just kind of go like this, loosen it up. So now we're going to, again, go through the back like this. And then we're going to bring it over and slide up the loop. So back, yarn over, bring it over. If this is uncomfortable for you, obviously first it's gonna take a few more practices because this didn't come easy to me. And but there's also other ways that people do it. This is the way that I found that's easy for me. Some people do it like this and then they wrap the yarn around, but I found this to be the easiest method for my hands. So let's keep going. So we're gonna go under, behind it, and then just kind of pick up the yarn, just slide off the loop. And obviously you guys can slow down the video as well, or look up how to knit and purl in even different tutorial, maybe close up, because I am using black yarn and I'm hoping you can see it. So we're gonna cross, grab our yarn from the back and pull it forward. And that's it, that's knitting. And so we're gonna do this row knitting. So continue doing that. This takes some practice, guys, so don't get frustrated. I totally get it. I was in that same position. But just keep going. Keep trying, don't give up. And then you'll get somewhere eventually. But the most biggest advice is just have fun. Enjoy it. Think of the bigger picture. Oh, and my bigger picture is one day I want to make some sweaters with this really cool stitch, and very simple. So the way we read the charts, and I'll talk more, is from right to kind of how we do crocheting charts. So you read from right to left and then left to right. So when you go from right to left, you're knitting. Oops. You're knitting, and when you go from left to right, you're purling. So, and I'll show you. Perfect. Here it is. Here's our first row, guys. I want you to stop and applaud yourself because it's pretty awesome. You know how to knit now. So now you're gonna switch your needle. So this is what we had on our right side. We're gonna move it to the left. And now we're gonna go back and we're gonna purl. So we're just doing, and then we'll start our chart. So purling is, instead of going to the back of the needle, kind of like crossing, you're gonna go to the front of the needle. So we're gonna put our needle through the chain and through the front. You're gonna grab your yarn and you're gonna loop it in the front. I'll show you, and then just switch it. There it is, that's your first purl. So again, to the front of the loop, grab your yarn, you're going to loop around it, so just go looping around, just like that. Push it back through the loop and take off your loop. This is gonna take a few more practices, so go to the front, loop it, and back. Perfect. Front, loop it, around, and back. Obviously there's also, again, other methods that you can do. This is just the one I've been using since I've started like a day ago. So let's keep going. So this is purling, and that's all we're gonna use for this for this tutorial, and this is all I know so far how to use knitting and purling, but that's the backbone of knitting is what I've heard. So let's do this. So now we're going from left to right, and that's all we're gonna do. And then we're just gonna incorporate some color for design, and you can do any design. So after you learn how to do this, sorry guys, after you learn how to do this, you can do any design. You can go crazy and do some like, you know, Lisa Simpson. You can do like whatever you want, Pokemon, any chart that you can find. And I showed you how to find them on Pinterest and the bracelet book. So just do that. You guys are doing great, so just keep going. Don't give up. So for my video, I'm gonna do red hearts, but obviously you guys can do other colors if you want. You don't have to do black and red. You can do whatever. This is just the colors that I'm using. Cool. So you should have 50 rows. So now we're gonna flip our work again, and now we're gonna start incorporating. I'm just gonna cut off this. All right, let's do this. So we got our red. Hopefully it's enough. And let's now incorporate our chart. So the heart chart. So we're gonna crochet or knit 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 4 knit. So again, grab your yarn. We're just gonna go through this, and I just like to put my first chain is always the hardest. There you go. 1. Just gonna go through it. 2. So we're gonna do 4 of those. Knitting. So we're going from right to left. 3 and 1 more. And 4. Awesome. So we did 4, and now we need 1 red. So I'm gonna get my red yarn out. Oh no. Oh no, it's okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a slip knot on our red yarn. Here it is. And we're going to put it, so we're gonna go into a knit position, and we're just gonna hold our black yarn down, and we're gonna put the loop through it. Oops. And then we're just gonna knit. Perfect. That's it. So we're just doing 1, and then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 black. So 7 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 red, and then 7 black. So we're repeating that. So it's gonna be 7 black from now on, and then 1 red. So we're gonna put our red down, and we're gonna grab our black and go over it, kind of pulling it tight so it closes this gap. So we're gonna do 7 knitted in black, just how we were doing it. 1, 2, and this is what we have so far, guys. 2. So keep going. 3. Just gonna scoop this up. And then, so that was 3. And it's so easy to count on this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 more. 5, 6, and 1 more. And 7. Perfect. Now we're going to leave our black down, and we're going to grab our red from the side, and we're going to knit with our red. So yarn over, just grab our red, and 1. Perfect. Then put down your red, and we're gonna go over with black, kind of going over it. Perfect. Kind of keeps it tight. And now again, 7. So 1 looks like this. So we're gonna have our yarn the next color we're working on over it. 2, 3. You're just gonna repeat that all the way for this row. All right, so here's what we got so far. You guys finished your first row. So now mark your row, whatever you're using, guys. Mark your first row to let yourself know that you're done. And now we're gonna work from left to right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put 2 more red between the red. So we're gonna have 3 red purl stitches. So we're gonna turn our work around. So now we're gonna work on the wrong side. So you can see all the stitches, and we're just gonna untangle our yarn. And take your time and do it right now, guys. Don't wait to any longer because it's just gonna get tangled more and more and more. So just untangle it, which is pretty easy because we only have 2 colors. Yesterday I was working with 5 colors and that was a pain in the butt. All right, so now we're gonna purl. So we're gonna purl 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, and then we're gonna do 3 in red. So let's do that. So purling again is you're gonna go in front instead of the back. Get your yarn in the front and loop it. There you go. 1. So that was 1. Hopefully you guys can see. I just realized there's a shadow. Let me move my camera. Okay, I figured out my lighting situation. So let's keep going. We did our first purl. So again, we're gonna go through the front, get our yarn, loop it in the front, and pull back, and then just slide it off. So we got 2 more before we go in red. So, and this is how you know you're working on the wrong side. You're working from left to right. 1 more. So, perfect. And we have, so our next one is gonna be in red. And if you remember, to close this gap, we need our red to be under, kind of going over it, so we can pull this tight. So go in, grab our red, loop it through the front, and pull back. Ta-da! So then you don't have a gap right there. So we're gonna do 2 more. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Now we're going, so it looks like this on the right side. And now we're gonna grab our black yarn and we're just gonna go over and go all the way to the next red until 1 chain before. Yeah, so I definitely feel like knitting is a little bit more easier than purling, but it just takes practice. Perfect, stretch it out. Cool. Now we're gonna go with the red yarn. So we're gonna go right under, grab over it. So 1, and then, yep. 2 and 3. Perfect. Just grab our black and go over that until our next one before, and you're just gonna repeat that. So we're making the base of our heart right now. Awesome. So we finish our back purl. So now is a good time to unwind your yarn and cross over your row. So this is what it looks like so far. So you don't really see much, but trust me, you will soon. So let's keep going. Okay. Okay, we're back to our knit row. So now we're just going to increase by 2 more chains. So we have 3, so now we're going to have 5 total in red. So let's start knitting. So we're going to, again, go back. I like to put my knitting on my finger and then just slide it off. So 1, 2, and now we're going to grab our red yarn. So let the red go over it so we don't have a gap. So 1, just tighten it up. Sorry, my tension is kind of hard now. So 1, this is pretty tight. I didn't think I did it that tight. Oh, there it goes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. Perfect. So we're just slowly increasing from 3 to 5. So now we're going to go back in black. So now let's continue in our black. So 1 right before the red. So 3. Perfect. And now let's do in red. Again, grab our red. So now we're using a little bit more red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, put our black. One, 2, 3, and then again grab our red, and we're just gonna do that all the way to the end. So 3 black, 5 red, 3 black, 5 red. Just gonna finish it in black. And you're almost there, guys. I think we're halfway through the heart. 1, 2, and last one. 3. Yay! So it's coming up. It's kind of hard to see right now, but there it is. So we're working. So we're gonna start working on our 4th row. Again, remember to untangle your yarn. So we're gonna work on the wrong side, which is this side. I wish there's a way I can make this neater. But I'm sure there is a way. I just don't know it, like I said. So now we're going from left to right, and we're just gonna do 1 more increase on each side, and that's pretty much as big as our heart is gonna get. So remember, we're gonna start purling. So yarn in, make sure the camera is recording, loop over and pull through. That's a purl. I'm just going to tighten it a little. All right, front. And now we're gonna get our red yarn. So I'm gonna try to do it. One. How do you do it both? 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more, 7. So we're gonna do 7 and then 1 black chain, and then 7 red, and then 1 black chain. That's what we're gonna repeat all the way till the end. So now we're gonna grab our black yarn. So we're using a lot of red on this one. Perfect. And again, we're gonna grab our red yarn and go back in that. So do 7 in red. One, 2. Looks good. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're gonna do 1 black, and then repeat 7 in red. So I'm gonna leave you guys be, because this is gonna be way much longer. And then I'll meet you guys when I'm done with the row. How's that sound? So just continue working on that, and it looks pretty good, guys. Keep going. We're gonna see the hearts pretty soon. Okay, so we finished our purling, and we finished on our black chain, black pearl. So now our next round, we're gonna be knitting, but it's gonna be exactly the same. We're gonna do 7 red, 1 black, 7 red, 1 black, because we're doing right the middle of the heart, and then we're just gonna do the top. So we're almost there. So we're gonna flip our work. Look how awesome this looks, guys. This looks so cool. I can't believe we're freaking knitting. I never thought I would be able to knit. I really didn't, just because I've tried with the scarf. My tension was bad. And it was just really difficult. So I just stuck with crocheting, and now I am super happy that 2021 is gonna be me learning how to knit, which is pretty big for me. All right, so now let's go back. And like I said, we're gonna do exactly the same thing, except we're gonna be knitting because we're working on the right side, but you should see your hearts forming slowly, which is gonna be fun. I think on row 10, we'll definitely see that. So that'll be a lot of fun. So again, back loop, go in the front. Oops. Just wanna make sure, there you go. Always struggle with the first chain. There you go, 1. Now again, we're gonna grab our red. We're gonna go under, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's getting a little bit quicker. 6, 7. Oh, is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I counted wrong. 7, perfect. And then we're gonna switch our yarn with black and just do 1 in black. So I'm just gonna push my 1 in black, kind of stretch this, and again go back in red and do 7 red. 1, 2, 3. So just repeat that all the way, guys, to the back, to the end of the row. And I'll meet you at the end when we flip our work to do our last chain of pearls, which is going to be fun because it's going to be the 2 hearts, which I am super excited for. So keep going, guys. Just going to show you, I guess, 1 more heart. And just remember, you can always slow down the YouTube video. Perfect. And then I really like this because in crocheting, I do have to change my yarn, but it's like right in the middle as the other loop. But in knitting, I don't know if you're making sense what I'm saying, but in knitting, it's way easier. It's like a completely whole new loop that you have to change. You don't have to do double crochet, but then on the end of the double, you have to exchange colors. This is like way more simpler, I think. And it looks nice, so we'll see. We'll just keep going and see how it goes. So we finished our row with 2 knit in black. And so here you go, guys. Look at this. So now we're gonna do the 2 shapes of the heart on top, and as we keep going up, it'll flatten out and then you'll see the picture. How cool is this? You can, sorry guys, you can make this into a beanie. It's so stretchy. I freaking love it. Like, it's so much fun. So let's keep going. So now going back, we're going to do 3 black chains, and we're only gonna do 2 red, 1 black, 2 red to kind of give those tips of the heart, and I'll show you what I mean. So again, we're gonna purl with our black. So perfect. Oop. 1, 2, and 1 more. So we're gonna illuminate 1 red from each side and 1 in the middle. So now we're gonna grab our red and we're going to do 2 pearls in red. 1 and 2. Now again, we're gonna do 1 in black. So over, perfect, and then again 2 in red. So that's our heart. We just completed 1 heart, well, almost. So now we're gonna do 3 in, so 1 red, 1 black, and 1 red in black. So we're just illuminating those chains. So 1, and from now on you're just going to repeat that. You're gonna do 3 black, 2 red, 1 black, 2 red for the tip of the heart, and then between the hearts you're gonna do 3 black. And then again, we're gonna do 2 red right now. One and 2. And I'll also try to post a graph down below so you guys can follow it. Remember, we're going from left to right, so 1 black, and then again 2 red, and then 3 black. 1, 2. Now we're gonna go back in black and do 3 black. So we're getting there, guys. This is awesome. I hope you're proud of yourself, because I'm proud of myself for learning how to do this. It looks difficult, but it really isn't. You just gotta practice and, you know, get your tension right, which I'm still working on. As you can see, 3 and then 2 red, 1, 2, 1 black, so you always want to cross over the color you're using on top of the other color. 1, 2, and 3 black. So I'll show you guys when we go to the other side. We're almost there, halfway done. So keep going to the end and I'll see you guys right at the end. So we're at the end of the row and we just have 2 black and that's it, 2 pearl. So, and we'll be done with our heart, our first row of hearts. Yeah, there you go. That was some heart tension. So let's turn our work. Just gonna show you guys really quick. So now, so you see we did those 2 hearts. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do 1 row in black, and that's pretty much it. And then we're gonna put hearts in the middle between those hearts. So they're not gonna be on top, but in the middle to kind of make it look nicer. So let me unwind the yarn really quick and then we'll start our next row. So I unwind all my yarn, and you could cut your red yarn if you want. I'm just gonna leave it for now. And now it's gonna be super simple. We're just gonna knit one row in just black. So we're not gonna do anything with the red. We're just gonna use the black yarn. So that's pretty fun. Just gonna put that over here. So let's do it. So pull it through. Perfect. One. And just keep going. Two. Check this out, guys. So I did end up doing 2 rows, 1 knit, 1 purl in black, just because I want to start my row with a knitting row, not purling going back. So here it is. Look at this. This is awesome. This looks really good. So let's keep going, and now we're gonna put the hearts between the other hearts on our first rows. So let's do this. So we're gonna knit. So now we're gonna knit 8 black. So again, to knit, we're just gonna put my yarn to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Cool. So here's our 8 black chains, and now we're gonna grab the red and we're gonna do 1 red, and then we're gonna do 1 red, and then we're gonna do 7 in black, just how we did it our first row. Perfect. And again, we're gonna grab our black and we're gonna do 7 in black. 1, 2. Let's see if I can. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to grab our red and do 1 in red. So I'm just gonna spread this out. One in red, and again, flip our work and go back. 7 in black. 1, 2. We're gonna do that all the way till the end. So 7, 1 red, 7, except at the beginning we just did 8 chains, but that's it. 2, 3, 4. So continue working on this, and I'll meet you guys at the end. So we finished our row with 1 red and 1 black. So our heart is definitely going to be half cut off at the end, but it looks pretty good. So let's mark our row down and let's continue working on the purl on the back. So let's do that. So now we're on the wrong side and we're going to start purling. And if you remember, we started with 1 and then we went to 2 and then we increased by 2 each row. So now we're gonna do red, 3 in red, and then we're gonna do 5 in black and then 3 in red. So the red are gonna be the red piece that we already have in the middle and 1 on each side, making it 3. So let's do that. So purling again. I think you guys got the hang of it by now. Go forward and we're gonna use red. So there you go. So 1, 2, and you don't even need to count because just remember it's gonna be 1 black before the next red chain. 3, perfect. And now go all the way until the red, but stop 1 before. Or you can count.
up to you. It is your preference. Okay, coming up. Now we're gonna go with the red. We'll do 3 in red. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll do the rest in black until we get to one before the red. So just continue working that all the way until the end of the row, and I'll meet you guys right at the end. So we finished our row with 7 black on our purl side, and now we're gonna go back and knit, and we're just gonna increase again by 2 on each side. So instead of 3, it's gonna go to 5, and it's just gonna be the blacks between the 3 red. So this one and this one is gonna be red again, red as well. And so let's do that really quick. Hope you guys are getting the hang of it. So yeah, so knitting you can also do like this, but I just found it easy by me just having it on my pinky. And just, not pinky, on my index finger. 2. Perfect. So now we're gonna grab red, wherever it is, and we're going to knit. 1, 2. So we're going from 3 to 5. So 4 and 5. Perfect. Now we're gonna get our black and do 3 in black. Make sure it goes over the red. Three. Red. Two, 3. It's coming along. Hang in there, guys. And then just keep doing that all the way till the end, and I'll meet you guys right at the end. And we're almost done. We have 3 more rows of this heart, and then it's literally just repeating the first row of the hearts. And 4. Cool. Here is our row of hearts. It's looking pretty good, guys. Hope you guys can see the hearts. Now let's mark our row and let's untangle our yarn and continue on the next one, where we're gonna increase by 2 on each side again, except this because it's the end, so I'll show you. So because this is half of the heart, we're gonna go all the way in red plus 1, and then 1 black, and then we're gonna do 7 red. 1 black, 7 red, 1 black, 7 red. So let's do that. So we're on the wrong side, so we're just gonna purl. Grab your yarn and purl, purl. 2, oops, 3, and 4 and 5. Cool. So now we're going to grab our black yarn and do just 1 in black. And again, we're gonna grab our red yarn and do the rest in red. So we're gonna do 7 red, 1 black, 7 red, 1 black, 7 red, 1 black, all the way till the end. Pretty simple, just how we did our other row. So I'm going to continue working on my own, and I'll meet you at the end for 3 last rounds, and then hopefully you guys are good to go on your own. You know, watch Netflix or watch me even close up, whatever helps. And just take your time. Remember to untangle your yarn before each row. Don't rush. And then the next row is just literally a repetition of this row. And then we just have 1 more row after that for the shaping of the top of the heart. That's it. So just continue working on this, and I'll see you guys at the end. Alright guys, we are coming up. Our next row is literally going to be exactly the same. We're just going to do black all the way until the red, and then do 7 in red, 1 black, 7 in red, 1 black, except we're going to be knitting because we're working on the right side. And that's pretty much it. And then 1 more row, guys. You're almost there. Hang in there. So I'll start you off by showing you how I'm knitting. 1. Oops. If I can. And now we're just literally going to grab our red and do the 7 in red. Just repeat what we already have on our last row. Exactly the same. Okay everyone, we are on our last row of repeating, which is gonna be a lot of fun. We are going to work on the wrong side. Or is it the right side? Yeah, we're gonna work on the wrong side. And now we're gonna shape the top. So we're gonna do 2 red, 1 black in the middle, 2 red, and then 3 black between, just so we can get kind of this type of tip. A tip of the heart. So let's do it. So for this side, since it's half a heart, we are going to do so 2 red, 1 black, and 1 red. So just 1 red in purl. So get it in there. And let me fix that. Perfect. Oh, I keep getting it stuck on another thread. Let me see. Yarn over. Boom. Perfect. Now we're gonna do 1 black. So we're going from left to right. So 1 black, we're gonna grab our black yarn and we're gonna go over from the red. We're gonna put it on top. Perfect. Oh, what is going on? Cool. 1 black, and then we're gonna go back in red and do 2 in red. So just on the top. Hopefully you can kind of see, but I hope at this point you guys know what I'm doing. 2 red, and then we're gonna do 3 black. One, 2, and I was wondering why. Cool. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. And then now we're gonna do 2 in red, and then 1 in black, and then 2 in red. So 2 red. Tension is so tight. And let's do 1 black. And then again, 2 red. And then 3 black. And we're just gonna repeat that. We're gonna do 3 black, 2 red, 1 black, 2 red, 3 black. So we're just shaping the last row of the heart. So 2 and 3. Let's see how that looks. So it'll look better as we keep going up, but yeah. So now 2 red. And then 1 black. Let me untangle some of this red and black. So 1 black, because the 1 black goes between the heart itself, and then 2 red. 1, 2. And 1 black. Or sorry. So we already did the middle, so 3 black. And just continue doing that all the way to the end. And that's it, guys, really. Then we're just gonna do in black 2 rows of knit and purl. That's pretty much it.